good morning everybody and welcome to the Schooner Morning Show. We're going to do things a little bit differently today. I have with me, my guest today is Peggy Roberge. Roberge.
Yeah.
She is the president of the Schooner Estates Tenant Advisory Council. Before COVID hit us in March, they would have a meeting every month. The third Tuesday of every month, we'd meet in the Tenant's Harbor Room, and there was typically 35 to 50 people.
Yeah.
You know, once in a while, maybe even 60 people that would come down.
A couple of times.
Yeah. And, you know, we'd have, they have a checking account and a savings account. They raise money for Camp Sunshine and other worthy causes. They advise the management team here at Schooner. They have a security and safety committee. They have a, all kinds of committees, activity committee and different things like that. And come up with different ideas and do different programs and have a welcoming committee that welcomes new tenants that move to Schooner. So pretty busy committee. It's pretty busy.
Used to be.
Yeah, it used to be pretty busy, and it was fun. We'd learn a lot of different things at the meeting. And
I was just elected president this past
in January, right?
And I had 2 meetings, and I was going to have my 3rd meeting on a Tuesday, and that's when we got locked down.
Boom, just like that.
June.
Yeah, I remember. We found out the news on Friday the 13th of March. I'll never forget that because I'm afraid of Friday the 13th. I always stay home.
Yeah.
And I usually under the bed all day. And we got 2 black cats and I immediately painted some white on them so that they wouldn't be black.
Yeah.
I'm afraid, I'm very superstitious.
I
But
am too. But we've had an interesting 10 months since March. Quite a few things have happened. We've had the memory care finished, the building was finished, and they moved down there, which was a job, but it's done. And they all love it.
yes,
They all love it.
it's beautiful down
Yeah.
there, beautiful.
And what else has gone on? Trying to keep everybody busy has been a job.
Oh,
You have to stay busy if you don't want to get down in the dumps and depressed. And I try to stay busy. Even though I stay in my room, I stay busy. I do puzzles, and I work on my computer, or watch TV, read, try all that stuff. And it's coming back. It'll be back. Once they get the permission from the...
well, the transmission rate in Androscoggin County is what's holding us up right now. They want it down to under 8 infected people per 10,000, and there's roughly, Androscoggin County is roughly 80,000 people. You know, so they, but the transmission rate's through the roof right now.
Yeah.
You know, it went from 8 to 16 to 20-something to 40-something to 50-something.
It's terrible.
60, it's getting worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, and now they got that new mutant coming up with the new mutation.
The mutation of the virus. But they're all saying that this vaccine is going to take care of it. Yeah.
Hopefully.
And speaking of the vaccine, we just got in the consent forms, which means we're getting very close to offering a vaccine clinic here at Schooner.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yes, for tenants and staff. So I just got the sheets, and Diane and Lisa and Debbie and Sandy up in the business office have worked together, and they got the computer to autofill all of the form out, except for your RX insurance card, like if you have Medicare Part D, or if you have a separate insurance account with a drug plan.
Isn't that on the paper that we made out that's in the closet?
Some of them are and some of them are not. So we're going to have to verify that stuff by finding your card. You'll have to find your RX card. And then we'll get that added to the consent form, and when they come over, everything's really done. All you have to do is, just like the flu shot, you answer a few questions and then you sign the form in front of the person that's giving you the shot, and it's a done deal. They come back either 21 or 28 days later, depending on Pfizer or Moderna,
Right.
and do it again. But I mean, that's once the majority of Americans have that shot,
We should
will
see.
be, and you should see the rates go down and down and down after that shot.
Hopefully.
More and more people get vaccinated, you
I
know.
have 2 doctor's appointments coming right up, and I'm so close to getting it vaccinated, I'm gonna cancel them and postpone them.
Postponed till,
Because I don't wanna go out.
Right, I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
So-
I heard another horror story right in Lewiston over the Thanksgiving holiday of a family that ended up with 10 or 11 cases of COVID, and the grandmother passed away in Lewiston from this Thanksgiving.
They had a big family.
They had a big family gathering, and they
I
don't
don't know
believe
why-
in masks. And
That's why we're thankful for the people that work here, because they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. Even the residents are
right.
doing what
Oh, the residents have been wonderful,
Yeah.
and our staff have been great
staff
too.
is terrific.
Really, I mean, to test 120 people and have them come back with no positives the first time.
Yeah.
One person that wasn't even our staff person, it was somebody that works private duty. And then the second,
And a false positive.
third one, we had a false positive for a tenant.
Yeah.
And then the third test, I think we had one staff person that was positive. And then this test, the fourth one, all negative, all 120 people. So that's
Perfect.
great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. So,
Can't thank everybody enough for doing their part.
Yeah, and the new people come in at the worst possible time they could have come in. Everything is canceled. There's no craft meeting. There's no pool table meeting.
Yeah.
No save the world in the living room.
Yeah,
in the
right.
living room.
Well, you can look at it that way, or you can look at it like somebody living at home alone, or
yeah.
and needing, how do I get my groceries? How do I cook food? How do I get to my appointments? I have to go in and out of my house all the time,
Yeah.
right? And you move to Schooner Estates, which you know Schooner is
Yeah.
going to be diligent and
Yeah.
safe,
Yeah.
and they still prepare food and deliver it right to your door. And we're grocery shopping for people,
You
and
bring it in and put it on your table.
yeah, bring it right in, put it on your table. You know what my biggest fear is, and Seth said the same thing, is when it does clear up and we can open the dining rooms, nobody's going to want to come back to the dining room. They're going to say, no, I want to eat in my room.
That's probably true too.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Although
But
you get to talk to people when you
exactly. You know, I used to hear people say all the time it was the highlight of their day
Yeah.
you know, they knew they had lunch coming up, they were going to visit with friends, they were going to see all kinds of different people,
Yeah.
and, you know, be waited on.
Yeah.
They kind of like that.
We have had a couple of good things outside too. We've had a really great guy playing the banjo.
Yes, yeah, he was good. Peter Mazzoni.
Yeah, right.
I can't pronounce his last name, but...
It's Italian. You should be able to do that.
Ah, well, I can pronounce the French, like Sevigny, David Sevigny.
Oh, there.
Works for us. And then, of course, the new tenants, the Desjardins. Desjardins. They're
I
very,
think
very
You
nice.
had a new tenant on last Monday, Tuesday, I think.
Georgette Moran.
Yeah, I met her.
She's wonderful.
Yeah,
What a
yeah.
nice lady. And she was very, very active and still will be, I'm sure.
Good.
I can see her going on trips and
I've
having
got
a lot of
I've
fun.
got her pegged.
Oh, good, good. Yeah, she's awful nice. Very, very. Well,
Good.
not awful. She's nice.
Yeah.
Not awful nice. She's nice. I didn't mean to say awful,
Yeah,
Georgette.
that's all right. She'll laugh.
But yeah, we did have an awful lot of fun here, and things changed radically.
Yeah.
But thank God, and I knock on wood, things have gone very, very well here.
Wow.
Compared to the rest of the world. It's not like we're the only place this is going on. This
No,
is
I know.
worldwide, the entire world.
My sisters live out of state. One of them lives in Wyndham, out of town, and one of them lives in Milwaukee. And we get together on Zoom.
Yeah.
And my sister in Wyndham said, "You guys are really doing terrific in there." And I said, "Yeah, we are."
Oh boy, we are. We really, really are. Yeah.
So it's noticed.
Well, glad to hear it.
Yeah.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah.
So, like I said, Peggy is the president. There's a vice president. There's a secretary and a treasurer.
No, we got a treasurer.
Yeah, but I mean, there's
All
four
right, but
four
there's
people.
no vice president.
No vice president right now? Oh, if anybody's interested in
Yeah.
in being vice president
For sure.
and helping out the Tenant Advisory Council,
Huh?
speak to Peggy or myself and we'll tell you more about it.
And we have, Ruth is in charge of, all the money.
Yes, she's the treasurer.
And Romeo is the Christmas collection, which we haven't done yet, but we're gonna do it as soon as we can.
I'm glad you mentioned that. A few of the tenants asked me, well, for the last several weeks about that. They didn't know if they had missed it or if nobody had come to them or anything like that. But I know you had got the word out that you were going to collect, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
I think you got the word out that you were waiting.
Well, I set my money in.
Yeah, yeah.
So the mail went out to the people who pay for
Somebody
sending
else.
money- somebody
Yeah,
else.
yeah.
But we just were going to put out the
Go
things
door
in
to
the
door.
mailboxes
Yep.
when
The
again,
transmission rate went right up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's that. But we will be doing it. We're not forgetting them. I apologized to my cleaning lady. Sorry. She said, well, people shouldn't expect it anyway. I said, yeah, they should. You guys do a lot of work.
Well, we tell them every year that
Yeah.
this is a gift, that it's
Yeah.
something that you folks choose to do. It's not guaranteed, it's not set in
Yeah.
stone, and it
Yeah.
all depends on the generosity of the tenants that do
Yeah.
live here. So,
And they do a good job. So that's just what's been going on, what's coming back, all the fun times. We do have movies every weekend, so the same movie Saturday and Sunday, and watch them. They've been getting better lately.
and we're always looking for suggestions.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
there's literally tens of thousands of movies out
Right.
there.
all right.
And I know it took me an hour to find one over the holiday because my wife wanted to watch a softy, sappy Christmas music. And we looked through literally 100 of them before she found one that she liked.
Sappy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's some good movies out there, and there are not some that are not so good. And I really think with a movie, it depends on your mood at the time.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, this was the Secret Garden. I read the book. It was the movie this weekend. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
So, and the week before was the African Queen.
Right. That's a good one.
Yeah, they might be old, but they're good.
So a lot of what we had to resort to is television, but luckily we have our own station, which you're
Right.
watching right now.
Right.
And we're able to do the interviews and meet with a few people. And with Peggy being the president, thought it would be nice to
Let
have
everybody know who
Yeah.
I am.
who you are and what's going on and
Yeah,
what
anything.
used to go on and hopefully what will go on again.
And any problems, I used to be out on the floor all the time, but lately I haven't been leaving my room
Right.
because of the pandemic. But if you see me and you have a problem, let me know. Or talk to Mark.
Peggy Roberge, apartment 432,
Yeah.
or Mark Prevost,
Yeah.
Resident Services Director, extension 132.
Yeah.
So this is Thursday morning, New Year's Eve day, and do you have any words of wisdom for folks
Happy New Year.
we're leaving 2020,
Thank God.
finally getting rid of this awful year, and we're not starting out the new one too good, but the light is at the end of the tunnel, and I think 2021 is going to be
Right.
a year of appreciation. That's what I'm going to call it. The year of appreciation,
Yeah.
where people are really going to appreciate
Yeah.
and not take for granted a lot of the stuff we used to take for granted.
That's right.
Because we realize how fragile life can be and how
Yeah.
something like this can hit the entire world.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that unbelievable? Did you ever think you'd ever see anything
No.
like this?
No,
The
never.
whole world.
Never thought of it. Never thought of it. No. In fact, it scared me.
Yes.
Well, it still scares me.
Oh, it scares everybody.
Yeah.
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 Well, very good, folks, and we thank you very much for tuning in.
Yeah. Have a Happy New Year.
Have a very happy new year. Our folks will be around a little bit later. We're going to be handing out our individual Happy New Year's Eve
Drink.
dinner baskets. We're going to have dinner boxes
Oh.
with a nice little, a few of the things that we would normally have at a party.
Yeah.
And we'll have a drink cart going around as well,
Yeah.
so that you can choose to sit in front of the TV or read a good book or whatever you want to do whenever you want to do it. But celebrate the fact that one year is ending and a new year is beginning tonight, December 31st, 2020.
Yeah.
Getting rid of that year, and we're going to turn the page onto 2021.
Yeah. A better time.
A better time and a better year.
All right.
Write down some of your New Year's resolutions. I always get a kick out of that.
Yeah.
You know, people writing their New Year's resolutions, and then,
Mine one day.
yeah, 1 day, 2 days, and that's the end of that. But not this year.
Yeah.
Let's all take the lesson we learned
Yeah.
and turn over a new leaf and,
Yeah.
and do more for other people.
Yeah. Yep. And we'll be seeing you hopefully sometime during the year. We'll be getting back together once a month.
Definitely.
Good.
Thanks for tuning in every Tuesday and Thursday morning at 10:05 on Channel 1390. This has been the Schooner Morning Show.
Yay.
Happy New Year!